again. I'm getting sick of Rabbit. You must be all right if you've got time to complain.
All that live must die, some sooner than others. That is that. You are nothing. Die. One less to worry about. My friend, Skyrim is a big and often confusing place. We are bound to lose each other from time to time. Never fear, that map you have is special. Yes, there is more to it than you may realize. My brother once found one just like it on the remains of some poor old adventurer in Cyrodiil. It does not only mark locations, it can also show the position of items and people too. Watch this. Where are you, Inigo? There! See? I have placed myself on your map. If we find ourselves separated, all you need to do is look me up. Pretty fantastic, eh? No problem. I am always happy to help. I am thinking that if we climb that mountain, it is going to turn my legs against me. Okay then.
Still here. I'll show you what I know. You lead, I'll follow.
Welcome to the Villamere Inn.
Our
If there's anything I
hero,
can
our
get you,
hero,
just
claims a
let me know.
warrior's heart.
I tell you, the Dragonborn comes.
with the voice-wielding power of the ancient Nord art. Believe, believe, the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, beware, the Dragonborn comes, for the darkness has passed, and the
If I were
legend
you,
yet
I'd keep
grows.
away from the barrow on the
You'll
east side of town.
you'll know
It's
the
haunted.
Dragonborns come.
Let's sate that appetite, hmm? Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Yeah! Ah!
Dead. It is beautiful here. Come on. Another victory.
Hail, friend. But you look tired. Come, share a bottle of honey brew mead with me. Eastmere's beard, you're one after my own heart. I would love another bottle. This good deed should not go unrewarded. Here, take this. Cheers, my friend. May your adventures find you fame and fortune. Running out of bread. I hope the supplies get here soon. You must be all right if you've got time to complain. If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric's Stormcloak. Wants to see them.
I wonder what new excitements the rest of the day has planned for us.
You
Now,
picked a
ain't
bad
this
time
a
to get lost,
surprise?
friend.
You will not be walking away from this. You have to do better than that.
Huh?
I was wondering, can you whistle? Well, it could be a good way for us to quickly communicate. Look, I found this book. It made interesting reading. Maybe you should give it a look over. Anyway, what did you want to talk about? They say that dragons have returned to Skyrim. The Helgen attack does not bode well. I wonder if the Jarl of Whiterun knows he has a giant lizard problem. If not, he may reward us for the information. Good idea. Lives may be at stake. I have never seen a dragon. Maybe that is about to change. Prospect and peril have always been bedfellows, but these are strange times we live in, my friend. Now, what did you want to discuss? No, my mind is a sky without birds at the moment. Skillfully handled. Sorry, Mr. Crab. Their suffering is at an end. Here we go again! Okay, let's do this. Dismissed. You are target practice. Ha!
All right, hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish. Yes, actually. You look like you're lousy with gold. I'm not gonna ask again. Don't you walk away from me.
In long run, we are all dead.
Important deliveries to make. No time for chatting. Important deliveries to make. No time for chatting.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and...
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials.
Shall we take a seat or are we leaving? If you want to have a chat, maybe we should take a seat. My tongue wags more when I am not using my legs. Of course. What do you want to know?
If she could just spend less
We
time
drink
serving
to our
things.
youth.
I wish I
Today's
could
come
afford
and
to pay you
gone.
both, Nari.
For the
I really
age
do.
of
Good idea. You should take a break too. You deserve it.
We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore.
I've got your
what
back.
we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home.
You go on ahead.
Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll
You're
sing.
going to have the men around here wrapped around your finger in no time.
Of Skyrim, and we fight all
Depends.
our lives.
Are you thirsty,
Sudden
hungry,
guard
both?
Beckons, every one of us dies.
Aye.
But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied
Welcome to Dead Man's
our
Drink.
hopes and our dreams.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
What's a milk drinker like you doing out here? Go home to your mother.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Damn fleas.
Why? What are you gonna do? Cry? I don't have to take that from you. You're mine.
Somebody help!
Okay, what is that? Shall I keep waiting here
what happened?
or go with you? Mr. Dragonfly says he would rather travel with me. It is not personal. He and I go way back. You lead, I follow. Yes, my friend. What are we trading? If you need anything else... Just ask. Speak to me. What would you have me do? Yes? It will be done.
This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came
It feels
riding
good
wipe
to
out
take a
the
break.
instead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold.
What
he
is
had
on your
made.
mind?
But then he went quiet.
Yes,
Ragnar the Red
I
was
have
met
never
shield
been very
maiden
good though.
Matilda, who
I
said,
enjoy writing songs, but sometimes it is more fun just making up words as I go along.
"Now I think it's high time
Improvisation
that you
keeps
lie
the
down."
mind sharp and boredom at bay.
Then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal.
Maybe, but nothing too serious. I would rather save my proper songs for the Bard's College. For now, anyway. Well, I know it is silly, but my songs are special to me. I would rather perform them in a special place. However, if you just want me to improvise something while we are traveling, maybe I can help you out. We will see. Okay, let us see what we have. Go ahead, ask away. My brother and I never knew our real parents. We were found abandoned. We melted his heart. He deposited us at an orphanage, and that is where we spent most of our childhood. My brother and I were adopted by a couple of retired assassins. I guess the orphanage did not do a family background check. Mine was perhaps a little more unconventional than most, but I suppose all childhoods are interesting to some degree. My parents provided me with love and encouragement. Apart from the nightly training sessions, we were a normal family. I was bullied by the other Khajiit children because of my unusual color and markings. My mother showed me a handy trick with a rock and a glove. I was never bothered again. Yes, bullies should not be tolerated. They soon learned that being different is not a weakness. My father showed my brother and I how to use a sword. My mother taught us the bow. Happy childhood memories.
If she could just spend less time serving Dengir.
I wish I could afford to pay you both, Nari. I really do.
I grew up in Riverhold, not far from Citadel. My brother and I headed for the Imperial City to find our fortune when we came of age. I found love, for a time at least. My brother found death. Well, now that I think about it, maybe it was not love. It was brief and, as it turned out, one-sided. Anyway, all that happened later. I will come to that soon. There is a little more to hear first. My mother and father are both gone. They died protecting a trading caravan a few years back. I guess I am an orphan again. That means a great deal. Thank you. I suppose they were a bit of an odd couple, being an Argonian and a Khajiit, but they adored each other. And us. Despite their previous profession, they were good people. My brother and I found much work as sellswords. We never made it to the Imperial City, but we made a lot of coin. All over Cyrodiil, from the Gold Coast to the Gerald Mountains. It is a wonderful land, but quite tame compared to Skyrim. Those were happy times, traveling or working during the day, camping out under the stars at night. Life was good. A bit of giant killing here, a bit of witch slaying there. We took gold when it was offered, but sometimes we worked for nothing. It is hard to deny those in need, whether they have coin or not. We made more than enough from those who could pay anyway.
At some point we should hire Tekla on here. If she could just spend less time.
I awoke one morning to a lot of noise outside our tent. My brother staggered in, bleeding, and pushed our father's sword into my hand. He said that if I loved him, I would run. He used the last of his strength to rip out the back of the tent and push me down the slope beyond. Some Khajiit-hating locals had blamed us for a spate of robberies in the area, and had decided to take the matter into their own hands. 12 of them had snuck up on us in the night. My brother died, but I live because of him. Yes, that morning I lost all that was dear to me. Unfortunately, I also uncovered a side of myself I never knew existed. His name was Fergus. I miss him very much, but part of me is glad he did not witness what became of me after his passing. Maybe you are right. It is a nice thought, but I suppose I will never know. I was recruited by a group of bandits a few years ago. That is when I discovered skooma. It was the beginning of a lot of nastiness. I was with a bandit girl for a while. Turns out she was using me. She wanted protection, not affection. As soon as she found someone more psychopathic, I was dropped like a sack of troll dung. I thought I did. We dulled each other's pain somewhat. She seemed like the only bright thing in a very dark place. Regrettably, she was a vicious, manipulative harpy. I left the bandits and took the only ally I had with me. He was also an addict, but we thought we had it under control. His name was Felix. He was a big fellow, good in his scrap. We became mercenaries together. After a few months, Felix and I had made a little gold, but our addiction to skooma was getting in the way. No one trusts an addict, my friend, especially not another addict.
Once was a hero named Ragnar the Red.
From time to time my body does, but my mind is made up. I am never touching this stuff again. It helped me smother some painful memories, but it took my sense and reason as payment. It was not a fair trade.
If she could just spend less
There
time
is not much to tell. He never spoke about his past, but it was clear he had also been through a great deal before becoming a bandit. That life did not seem to suit him. He had been an educated man at some point, I am sure of it. He was violent, but he had retained some dim vestige of honor. I wish we had met under different circumstances. One day, Felix burst into my chamber. Instinct took over and I reacted. His murder was my second-to-last step on the road of dishonor. Trying to kill you was my last. My journal tells the rest. Read it if you want. I do not enjoy speaking of these things. That is my story. Not a happy one, but maybe the happy stuff is still to come. All right. Your people get an unfair reputation. I haven't seen you bite the head off one goat yet. So much for reputations.
At some point, we should hire Tekla on here. If she could just spend less time serving Dengir.
I wish I could afford to pay
heading
you
out?
both, Nari. I really do.
Let's get going. Excuse me, madam. I don't normally do this, but, have you got a moment to talk?
This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned.
Flirt?
Ragnar the Red.
No, that wasn't my
Once was a
intention.
hero named
Not at all.
Ragnar the Red.
I just meant I
Riding
have
to white
a
one from old
proposition
Orken
for you.
And the braggart did swagger and brandish his
No,
blade
not
as he
that kind
told
of proposition.
battles in gold he
I
had
meant I'd like to
made.
do business with you. Not like
But
that.
then he went quiet
Can we start again?
when he met the shield maiden
Thank the
Matilda, who
divines.
said,
Right, let's have another go.
"Oh, you talking
My
and
name
lying,
is
you
Lucian
drink
Flavius.
Now I think
I'm
it's
a
high time
scientist,
that you
philosopher,
lie down
amateur,
and leave.
wizard, and something
So
of a
then
musician,
flashing
though
and
I
slashing
suppose
with
that's
steel
more the
as the
hobby.
brave lass Matilda
I couldn't
charged
help
in full of
noticing that you
zeal.
seem... How can I put
And a
this?
braggart named Ragnar
Well
was
acquainted with the less
close
savoury
more
side of Skyrim?
when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
As a matter of fact, I do. I'm here in Skyrim on an expedition, academic mainly. I find the province simply fascinating. The flora, the fauna, the ruins, both Dwemer and Nordic, the architecture, the politics. Trouble is, I'm really not much of a fighter. I know a few spells and can just about swing a sword, but beyond that, I'm pretty useless in combat. Skyrim's no place for a milk drinker like me. Not on my own, anyway. So, I'm looking for someone to travel with. I suppose what I'm asking is, would you awfully mind if I tag along? I will of course compensate you most handsomely for putting up with me. Oh, shall we say 300 septims up front? After that, I'll top you up every time we come across something useful to my research. At your discretion, of course. No obligations, save that you take me with you, and assist in keeping me alive wherever possible. Oh, splendid. Here's your gold. This is going to be quite the adventure. It's a pleasure to meet you. Lead on. You look haunted somehow, as though you've seen something terrible. Tell me, please, what did you see? A dragon? You saw an actual living
At
dragon?
some point, we should hire Tekla on
But that's
here.
impossible,
She
surely.
could just spend less time serving Dengir.
I wish I could afford to pay you both, Nari. I really do.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to question your reliability. If you say you saw a dragon, then who am I to doubt you? But don't you think if a dragon destroyed Helgen, that the people nearby should be warned? Isn't there a village right on its doorstep? Riverwood, I think it's called. Then what are we waiting for? Those people are counting on us. Donations are always appreciated. Oh, you want the stuff back? We can discuss that later. All right then.
What is on your mind? You lead, I follow.
At some point, we should hire Tekla on
What are
here.
you doing that for?
If she could just spend less time serving Dengir.
I wish I could afford to pay you
Hello
both,
there.
Nari. I really
Just
do.
thought I'd introduce myself. I'm Lucian.
Hey there, Lucian. My name is Inigo. Very pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you too, Inigo. I think we're going to make a great team.
Yes, I am sure we will.
You don't sound very convinced.
Well, you seem a little,
A little
weak.
what? Well educated? Well dressed? Wealthy?
Weak. I mean no offense. I am sure you will be fine.
Fine? You're sure I'll be fine? Gosh, thanks for the vote of confidence, Inigo.
Forget I said anything. Sorry, Julian.
It's Lucian.
Lucian, yes. What did I say?
Julian.
My apologies.
Apology accepted. Right then, Indigo. Let's get back to it, shall we?
It is Inigo, not Indigo.
Exactly.
Point taken. I do not know about your skill with a blade, but your intellect is clearly sharper than most. Glad to have you with us,
Lucian!
Lucian, yes, Lucian. I am sorry.
You're doing it on purpose now.
You're going to have
I've
the
been
men
looking for
around
you.
here wrapped around
Got
your
something I'm
finger
supposed to
in no
deliver.
time.
Your hands only. Let's see. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Necromancers conjuring foul, uncontrollable creatures? We can't have that. I think we ought to go and take a look, don't you?
Yes? What is it that you want? My uncle Dengir was Jarl until a short time ago. His old age and failing health caught up with him, and he stepped down. He now serves us honorably as Thane, and to the great benefit of the whole,
I am sorry.
I now serve as Jarl.